let's move over to the people who give birth to all sorts of children. We used to call them mothers, used to call them moms. Now, not so much. In the Biden budget, mothers have been replaced by the term birthing people. Senator Lankford recently asked Xavier Becerra, the head of HHS, to help him out to figure out the definition of this strange new term.
I also noticed you changed a term in your budget work. You shifted from using the term mother to birthing people rather than mother. Can you help me get a good definition of birthing people?
Well, I'll check on the language there, but I think if we're talking about those who give birth, I think we're talking about, I don't know how else to explain it to you other than
I was a little taken back when I just read it and saw it, that the term mother was gone in spots and it was replaced with birthing people. Would you at least admit calling a mom a birthing person could be offensive to some moms, that they don't want to get like a happy birthing person card in May? Or, I mean, can you at least admit that that term itself could be offensive to some moms?
Senator, I'll go back and take a look at the terminology that was used, and I can get back to you. But again, if we're trying to be precise in the language that's used.
Mom's a pretty good word. That's worked for a while, and I think that's pretty precise.
We're trying to be precise in the language that's used. You're trying to be precise? Well, if you want to be precise, you would say mother. That's the most precise, it's the most concise way to describe it. But we can't, and we are told that now the simplest way to understand mothers is as birthing people. We are told that this is a more neutral way, a less offensive way to say it, because the theory is that some men can give birth, because the theory is that some women can magically become men by wishing it so, because the theory is that our human person has nothing to do with our bodies, because the theory is the now popular adoption of the radical transgender theory, which is a ridiculous ancient heresy. That is not a neutral playing ground. That really matters. The semantic shift from mother to birthing person carries with it whole premises. It carries with it a whole culture. And what Xavier Becerra is trying to say here is, Senator, I don't know. I mean, I'll go back to the language. I just think, come on, it's not a big deal. Come on, it's not a big deal. Just we're being precise, okay? Just come on. And did you hear he hesitated? He said, look, I think when we're excuse me, Mr. Becerra, are you referring to mothers here? Well, look, I think it's pretty obvious when we're referring to birthing people who give birth, we're referring to, and then he stops himself because he can't say mother. Because if he says mother, he's admitting that, of course, that is the more precise and concise and direct way to say it. But he can't grant that because he is beholden to the radical view that men can give birth. That's what, oh, come on, who cares? Who cares? You care, buddy. You're doing a whole big dance around to avoid the plainest, simplest, most accurate word you can possibly use. Why? Because of the radical culture, anti-culture that you are bringing with you.